Stitch number 44, the wheat ear stitch. You're going to come up on a center line. You're going to work down one line, and I like to work towards me. I'm going to form 2 diagonal stitches up here. So you can do that a couple of different ways. You can go down on one side, come up on the other, and then the second half of that stitch will form that V. And I'm going to come up ahead of me down that row of the direction that I'm working. So I'm going to come up like that, and there are my 2 little diagonal stitches to form a V. Next, I'm going to scoot underneath the V. I just turn my needle around and scoot under, and that creates this nice little curve. And this is called a single wheat ear. Now, if I want to do another one, you still form those diagonals. So you're going to form one right here on the left, going to form one on the right, and when I come back down here, I'm going to advance down my stitching line. Then I'm going to scoot under the V only. I'm not going to go underneath that rounded part. I'm just going to go right side of the V, left side. And then I would form another diagonal stitch on the left, a diagonal on the right, and then I would scoot under the V and go back down. That is called a row of wheat ear stitches, and this is super fun to do over the top of say if you had a red on this part, a blue on this part, and you had your seam right here. It's a great cover up for a seam. It's also a good stitch that you could use on a stem to cover up an appliqued stem. Just adds color and texture. And a variegated thread is really pretty to use also. Forgot to come up down the row. So I'm going to do several more of these stitches, and then I'll finish it up. To finish it, you simply tie a knot at the back at this point. Scoot through, and then form 2 diagonals. This is a fun stitch, isn't it? And that is where I would end it. And that is the wheat ear stitch.